Hello, my name is Hassanin Ibrahim, and I am a 37 student, MAT Computer Science, and I am going to be talking about the speech-to-text hardware part in our project. So in the first place, we take the input from the user through a microphone of the mobile. Then it be converted from speech to text through an Android application, which will be included in the video. Then it will be sent to the Arduino through an Bluetooth module. After that, it will be printed on the serial monitor on the IDE of the Arduino. Okay. So in our project, we have used the HC05 Bluetooth module. Okay, which only have 4 pins. Pin for the ground, for the ground, the voltage source, the TX, and the RX. The TX, the functionality of it, that it's only translate or send the data from the Bluetooth module or from the Arduino to the mobile phone, and the RX receive the data from the mobile phone to the Bluetooth module. Okay. So simply we plug in the Bluetooth module in the Arduino. Then we will be using 4 jumpers to connect the Bluetooth module with the Arduino. To know the functionality of each pin, we will look at the back of it to know the functionality of it. So the first pin of the Bluetooth module, it will be for the voltage source. It will be connected to the 5 volt source of the Arduino. The next one, it will be used to connect the Bluetooth module ground pin to the ground of the Arduino. Okay, sorry. The third one, it will connect. Okay, it will connect the TX of the Bluetooth module. It will connect the TX of the Bluetooth module with the RX of the Arduino, which is pin 0. The last one, it will connect the RX of the Bluetooth module with the TX of the Arduino, which is the pin 1. Okay. When it comes to testing the code, before uploading the code, you have to unplug both TX and RX from the Arduino. After finishing with uploading the code, you can plug in them again, because if we don't, it will not be uploaded correctly. So that was the speech-to-text hardware part, and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Abdurrahman Ashraf, 37-11102. Today I will be talking about the hardware implementation for the text-to-speech. So to start with, you're gonna need few things. You're gonna need a couple of jumpers and a couple of electrical clamps in order to connect it to the Arduino. First off, you're gonna need a jumper to connect with the number 3 pin, the 4th pin, which is number 3, which is the PMW pin, which turns the digital output itself into analog. Okay. Then you're gonna connect another one to the ground over there, and then you're gonna require the electrical clamps, one to connect with the ground and the other one to connect with the output. After you connected both, you're gonna connect both of them to the headphones or your amplifier, whichever you have. After you connected both the clamps to the output and the ground, you simply connect them with the headphone or the amplifier or whatever circuit you have in order to connect it to the output device. Once you send the Arduino code into the Arduino Uno, it will be converted from text into speech, and you will hear it through the output device.
Good evening, my name is Abdurrahman Rami, 37-1032, and I'll be explaining the speech-to-text part of our embedded systems project. First off, the user should have a mobile phone with the application Android voice control installed. All it does is basically take the user's input as speech and converts it to text with help from the Google Voice API. It then sends the converted text to the Bluetooth module, which then sends it to the laptop, where the converted text will be displayed on the serial monitor. The Bluetooth module is initialized with two pins, the TXD, transmit data pin, and the RXD, the receive data pin. Then the bit rate is initialized. In our project it's 9600, and the baud rate, which is 4800. Then our program enters an infinite loop where it continuously takes the converted text from the mobile phone and displays it on the serial monitor.
I'll be talking about the text-to-speech part in our code. So first things off, we start with the Toki library, which is a text-to-speech conversion library that relies on preset values for audio files. These are the audio values that the libraries provide, or in this case constants. They are basically a bunch of arrays of hexadecimals or byte streams that are loaded into the program memory, and through the program memory it is output to pin 3, which requires absolutely no filtering, since it produces high speed output, which makes it really reliable in the case of the sound quality. So in our code, it's basically, we don't do much. We basically wait for the input to change. Once the input changes, we put the what is entered in the serial and read it into a variable called text. And according to whatever text we got, we basically play the voice. And that's all about it. Few things to be noted is that each of these variables has its own size, and according to that size, it occupies a part of the memory. So if, for example, I have like this variable over here, which this is basically the variable for a song, which takes a really lot of hexadecimals. Okay. This one takes huge amounts of data since it relies a lot. So if you're gonna convert sentences or songs, it will require you a little bit of space or a memory card, SD module or something like that to store it. But if you're going for a very tiny, small unlimited library, the Arduino can fit it with no problem. We're using here a bunch of libraries, a few words just to represent the output, and we're gonna show it.